So in my case, as you can see, the slide is cluttered, and this was made 7 a.m. in the morning today. When Jatinder just told me, yeah, you can have the presentation also. I said, yeah, let's not bore the audience here. And moreover, I might be between you and the lunch. We try to relate it with the disruption. I had seen the disruption in being part of the services industry, handling a very large global account based out of India, and how to continue. So to me, I took the learning as continuity, right, for whatever we are providing to the customer at that time. Now, after coming to EQ Worldwide, by the way, I am the CIO for EQ Worldwide, which is the largest part of All Cargo Group, which has also All Cargo Terminal, All Cargo Corporate, Gati, road transport only in India. But EQ is global, 180 countries, 2,800 lanes, and with a very lean staff of 4,500 people globally, right? So we are not staff intensive, we are not infrastructure intensive also, as in the running infrastructure which we deal with. We don't own ships, vessels, so we are called also as NVOCC, right? Non-vessel operating company. So these were the four major things on the left-hand side, if you see, which really one should prepare for to building resilience. So my topic, as Jatinder gave me again, is how do you build resilience in a demand and supply or a supply chain management. Right? So, but when I came here, forget about disruption. These are the kind of disruptions which can happen. Our concerns were these, right? Because we are global, operating right from a Costa Rica to a Singapore a heavy bus port or a Dubai, right? These are our very centralized ports. And we had quite a few things on the extreme right, which you can see, which are touching upon improvising. Each of these on improvising our supply chain management system, right? So these were the projects which have been accomplished already. When I say few of them had already started, were into the second quarter since I took up, and they all have completed now on the right hand side. So that's how we maintain at EQ Worldwide, all cargo, our supply chain management, and become more resilient every day, right? Mitigating the risk at the same time, standardizing, uniform pretty much uniform standardization across the globe, which means when I say a financial transformation, if you see FinOps, right, FNO, we implemented D365 across 90 countries as we speak out of those 180. And these are 90 countries are the prime hubs, right? Majority of the other places, not all, but at least I would give 40 to 50 local entities or the offices, they are being operated by our vendor partners, right? Because of the localization aspects and also knowing the land better than us, right? These were some questions, if you all can see this, you know, how to prepare for it. So if that rings a bell, that's fine. I don't want to read it out to you, but how do you prepare for it? But these are touching some of the points across data, people, infrastructure. These are the three very important aspects. And they were always covered. I can talk a bit about people. So let me take a reverse and say we started with people first, enabling people, right? So we have CIOs representing two of the major ones, Gati. I have my colleague there, another CIO, Sanjay Khiani, based out of Hyderabad, where it is headquartered. I'm based out of Mumbai, headquartered here in Santa Cruz, in Mumbai, where our chairman founder sits, and assist him on EQ Worldwide. Yeah. Having said that, we formed a shared services for infrastructure, data architecture, digital tech engineering, which has only niche Python and React developers, young kids, Gen Z pretty much, we hire them, and they are doing wonders. All are ninjas to us, yeah. But we share it across the group company, but naturally the maximum mileage is given to us because the business and the needs are so flexible and so demanding at times. So we try to maximize that and data and infrastructure. So two aspects of it, and people being the part. So I'm covering all three basically pillars in here. Now, this is very interesting. Why stress on this resilience, right? And Myers, I've also known Myers for a long time from my previous job. Also been in Copenhagen, pretty much the AP Muller Myers office, and they were big clients. But people are losing money, a lot if during the disruption and any of the force the majeure calamities, right? How do we go ahead and, as you can see, the three P's here: predict early, somebody said that, prevent, again, a precautionary, yeah, and then perform, right? So these were certain things, and all of these questions were asked to us, right? Which, after the analysis and the study of that graph, as you can see, around 4% of loss just out of your 100% is a huge amount of money you're losing if you're not focusing right across all the sectors. You can see tech is also going high. A lot of them have lost to 33% also, right? So these are the sectors and the percentages on the y-axis, right? Uh, so starting point, pretty much getting the right data for right persons. I touched upon that. Security awareness and build culture. It's people. It's people. For both security awareness as well as the awareness to rise to the cause of the natural need. Right? Yeah, I can move across. That would be helpful. So, uh, yeah, people and the corporate function standardization. By corporate function standardization, we mean I picked up a couple of them. Finance, I have already talked about, and then HR, because we were losing track. We were so haphazard and so global in nature, operating from very minuscule geographies. We lost the count of our staff even. Forget about the good practices of onboarding, offboarding, and best of the breed licenses. We are on Oracle HRMS for global needs. Licenses are procured, not being utilized to the hilt. So those are the things. I'm correcting the basics, right, and making it more resilient. Not talking. And have I mentioned the word which you have been hearing or many people have been hearing? No, I didn't, because I'm not there yet. I'll come there. We are there too. So as you can see, pretty much what I was talking about, right? We have adopted and adapted to each of them. This, this is a dual-edged sword, wherein just yesterday, I think one of my colleagues sitting here was also on a panel, and we were talking about, how do we go ahead and counter everything being on cloud? Will it make sense after a few years? Especially with the sanctions coming around also, right? All the hyperscalers coming from a particular country, right? They are already planning and also increasing their prices. So it won't be making sense very soon. So how do we go ahead and rehash our whole infrastructure approach is a big question we all are debating. As of now, we can say that we have gone ahead and done a data consolidation exercise, a huge exercise of bringing down 60 data centers to remove the zero and becomes a 6. So that's a credible one, because our major geographies are 6, right from an APAC, Europe, UK, US, and LATAM, right? So we have only 6 data centers. We have migrated to cloud. I would say 85% of our load and infrastructure is on cloud. Shared between 3 data centers are on AWS, 3 remaining ones are on MS Azure. So we are having, although we would desire to go with one vendor, but soon the culture, like when I was talking about infrastructure, will come wherein we will talk about, and we should be thinking about multiple vendors going forward. These are the things, immediate deliverables, right? Reports gives you visibility, like another keyword, right? Effective reporting now has come into place. AI, this is the first time I'm mentioning it, and I have to close in another, I think. You should have a stop here. Anyway, in a couple of minutes, and F&O transformation. AI use case, leave it apart. F&O transformation. Okay. F&O transformation was all about how do we bring around, again, standardization across our invoicing needs, right? AR, AP, namely GLs, all through that they are standardized. Many places they were not reflecting. For example, an ATA or ATD, which is arrival time, accurate time, actual time of departure and actual time of arrival, very important to us, right? Those transparencies were having a mismatch with our home built, again, I'm saying custom built ERP. We are not an SAP or an Oracle guy. We have built it, which was legacy, and we have started modernizing it. We are on a journey to modernize it pretty soon. Yeah. The buzzword. So in here, all you see these 6 players and how they are helping us and bringing more visibility to start with, and also resilient in our processes. Yeah. So these 6 cases effectively are addressing our customer needs through our sales team, how we are enabling them, and also many of our operations are trying to leverage this particular thing. I can't name them, but each of them has a fancy name, right? But these are all deployed. So 6 out of 34, to be precise, POCs got converted. And this is what our people did. So our people's readiness, awareness, how did we create that? We incentivized them for trainings. We made certain certifications as a mandate, as a KRAs for them. And they are very thrilled with getting all those kind of awards, the spot prizes, and the recognition when they see their name, when we honor them as, man of the quarter or the lady of the quarter, that kind of a thing. And in the board level, to the board level rather, the pictures are, also displayed, and they're called upon at times for, and they're incredible feat. So enabling your people, getting your data right, infrastructure robust, on cloud, makes our life easier. I can't get into the complexities of the business. It's a very complex business right now. We don't own, but we facilitate. So EQ Worldwide, in the world of all cargo group, is a freight consolidator and forwarder, right? Across 2,800 lanes, 180 countries. I think I'm good on time. Any questions? I would think I'm still here till tomorrow, second half, almost. You can ask me, or I can give a minute if you have any questions. Any particular ones across these pillars. These are the impacts. They will just bore you, but they did yield some results. And as I said, 7 a.m. in the morning, so whatever came to my mind, I could put them. So nothing fancy in here. I would have loved to have a video also to awaken all of you. But yeah, recommendations are there for my fellow colleagues, which I shall naturally share. Yeah, so it is inbuilt. I call my resilience inbuilt. Inbuilt resilience for charting better routes, which is pretty much our business, from port to port every time with AI-powered logistics. So while I'm finishing, I'm putting a stress on AI, and I already talked about PSE to production, right? So I think I've covered. If no questions, I'm rushing to another round table and from where my colleague is also coming right now. So any questions, guys? Going, gone.